I'm the Programme Director for UCL's First War Centenary Battlefield Tours Programme, a government-funded initiative trying to engage every secondary school in England with the First War Centenary. Over the last couple of days, what we've been really trying to engage the students with is understanding these locations, the sites that they're visiting, but more so than just visiting them and seeing them, actually asking questions about them, really engaging with those locations and trying to understand the significance of these sites even today. The First War has huge historical significance. It was one of those punctuation marks of history. The consequences of that are still felt today. And one of the core elements of what we do is that professional development for teachers, ensuring that they themselves are developing through this programme, that as well as the students having an incredible experience, the teachers themselves are taking away loads of new ideas, have a much deeper understanding of the actual historical context.
Understanding the landscape of the battles, which we hadn't really understood before. We teach it in the classroom and you sort of might draw a line on a map, but actually being here, especially on the Somme, it meant that we could see the landscape, we could see why some places were defended and why some places you were extremely open and you'd been mown down. When they first came, it's just looking at things, it's sightseeing, but by today they know exactly how to find where somebody's buried. They actually understand how to read the landscape. They actually have really learned so much that they said to me even this morning, this is something they'll teach their children yet to come, so they will remember.
When you read it in the textbook, you talk about 60,000 people killed on the first day of the Battle of the Somme, and the students can't comprehend that, but when you come to a cemetery and you see all the graves lined up, they can start to understand that. And I think it was yesterday we went to Sunken Lane was fantastic, because they can see the images from the film The Battle of the Somme, and then they can be there and they can look at the environment.
Making it personal is the answer, I think, to really make them understand it's not just figures and facts, it's actual people, and it's people like them. The person we were looking up here today was only 17 when he was killed.
The hope is that this programme has reached many teachers and has given them new ideas, given them inspiration to teach the First War in new and innovative ways, but also that we are engaging the next generation of young people, these students who will remember this experience and in the years to come will themselves hopefully bring others and pass on what they've learnt about this war and the significance of it.